What's up, guys and ladies? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can weather up and distress some newspaper pieces.
Evil lurks in the mind of a man.
So these newspapers, I actually made them in Photoshop. These are actual pictures that I took, and the headlines are ones that I just made. But you can just find random newspapers on Google Images. Same thing with the grocery ads. You can just Google image, pick whatever ones you like, print those out on regular paper. And once you do that, I can show you how you can distress them a little bit to help work as background trash and stuff for your dioramas and your displays. All right, so getting started, to help weather, you're gonna wanna have some dark tea or some coffee. Now you can get a mug or a cup or an old bean can, anything, and you can put some old coffee in there, or I just get warm water and put some 2 or 3 tea packets, make sure the liquid's all dark. And then you're gonna wanna have some paper towels. I use tweezers, you can use your fingers, I like to use the tweezers. And then you got your paper. So I have some newspapers that I made in Photoshop, and then just some grocery store flyers. All right, so I removed the tea. Now you just get the dark liquid. And so there's a couple different things you can do. You can just dip it in there and lay it flat, or you can also crumble them up. So I'm gonna do a mixture of two. So I'm gonna get this bad boy right here, dip it in, spin it around. You can see the longer you leave it in there, the softer the paper gets. So you can see this one's a crumbled up one. So I crumbled it, I laid it flat. I'm letting it sit on here just to soak up the excess water. And then once this one, I'm gonna, get another paper towel, dab it up a little bit. And then in a sec, I'm going to move it over to this side. And this is where I'm going to lay them all out, my finished ones. And this is kind of a bigger book. And I'm going to lay them all out, close the book, and then I'm going to stack some weight on top of the book so it lays out flat. So you can use it in your diorama setups and everything where it'll be flat. And then the papers that I don't crumble, that I'm just dipping it in here just to soften up the paper and give it a little weathered feel and look, everything will be flat. Because if not, the paper is going to curl. Because usually, paper gets wet, tends to curl up a little bit. So this one, I'm not going to crumble it. I'm just going to dip it, shake it up, dip it. Kind of just breaks down the paper a little bit, add some color to it, just so, because these are like so crisp and straight. And even though it's just regular paper, it's kind of thick. Now, it's just rinse and repeat. Alright, so this is the first batch I'm doing. I got a bunch of crumbled up ones, and I got a bunch of ones that I'm just going to rock straight. So, see, I laid it out nice and neat on this paper towel. I'm going to put this paper towel over, so that way it doesn't stick to the book. It sticks to the paper towel. Close the book. Flip the book over. And now I'm going to put a bunch of weight on it. I've got a bunch of shit going on my desk. So I'm going to put it in a different spot. Now, it could take up to a couple days to dry, depending how warm your area is. And, it's not getting any airflow because it's sealed inside the book with the weight. So the warmer it is, the quicker it's going to dry. I've had it dry the same day, within a couple hours. Kind of just depends how warm your area is. My area is pretty warm. I might even throw it in the garage because it's a lot warmer in the garage. But yeah, just, like I said, stack a couple more books or some weights on top. That way it lays completely flat. It's evening time right now, so I'll probably just wait for it, check it out in the morning, just to ensure it's dry. And then once it's dry, be good to go, ready for display. All right, so it's the next morning, and it should be all dry. Yeah, for the most part, everything's all dry. So here's like a good crumbled up one. You can see it's nice and flat, but it's still like crumbled up. So you could just lay that. Like here, I actually have a little trash scene right here. You could just throw that bad boy down. Be nice and flat. And the ones that I didn't crumble up look real nice. No, it doesn't look so, like sharp. It looks like it has a little bit of wear to it. Same with the grocery ads. This one I crumbled up just a little bit. This one was just a straight flat one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope this tip was helpful. Hope it inspired you. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can check me out on Instagram. My handle is punker_Mike. And we'll see you next time. So I'm going to crumble this one up a little bit. And I'm going to lose it in the liquid because I'm holding it with one hand and this is kind of hard.